It is match day in picture-perfect Irvine, California, and Orange County flying high after what Braden Cloutier described as their most dominant performance of the season, taking 3 points from second place Reno 1868 on Wednesday night. They are back in action on home soil again to conclude their three-game homestand against Sacramento Republic. It's Poppy Miller alongside Jose Rodriguez. What a brilliant match in store tonight. Two teams level on points, both teams in the top 10 in the league with the playoff race looming on the horizon. Both teams hungry for 3 points tonight.
Absolutely. It is a big game for both teams. They're both fighting for the last playoff spot, but at the same time, they're looking to climb up the standings. You know, the history of both of these two teams kind of forced them to fight for the first four spots in the Western Conference. So it's going to be an interesting match. 3 points could take them all the way to the fourth place in the standings.
And one player the home team will be looking to be the catalyst tonight. Your Pro Sport one to watch is Darwin Jones.
Darwin Jones, oh my God, one of the new players coming out in the USL. His pace, he's good with the ball. He's just a difference maker for this team with Michael Seaton. Just understanding how important Darwin Jones is for this team in the second half of the season is going to be key for Orange County.
And of course, he's coming in with 2 goals from Wednesday night's matchup. Well, for Simon Elliott's side, a heartbreaking final minute goal meant a midweek loss against New Mexico United. But the one to watch to get things going tonight, it's Cameron Iwasa.
9 goals and 3 assists so far in the season. Not very good in the past few weeks, so look for Cameron Iwasa to be a leader tonight, to step up and just to be a presence up top for Sacramento Republic.
Can he get things going in the attack tonight? Time will tell. The two teams meeting for the first time this season right here, right now. It's Orange County and Sacramento Republic from beautiful Irvine, California. Kickoff just around the corner. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
New Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade. The perfect blend of real ginger taste with a splash of real juice. Are you ready to taste Nirvana?
Hey, honey! Do we want to taste Nirvana?
Yeah, sure.
How long have you been sitting in my yard?
Since Tuesday.
Try new Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade.
Give them an inch, they will take a mile. Just like that. Goal! Orange County. Oh, it's a world-class goal from Orange County.
Welcome back to Championship Soccer Stadium for tonight's USL Championship matches. Poppy Miller alongside Jose Rodriguez. And Jose, we mentioned Orange County coming in flying high off a midweek win, unsurprisingly unchanged from that match. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups presented by Adidas.
Well, it is a good start. If you're the coach, just being able to go back with the same 11 players that you had a good result midweek. So that is a good start. And if we look at the players on the field right now, we of course have to start with Christian Duke. Just a guy coming back, only his third match of the season, but he has been so good in the past two matches. So, you know, he needs to pace himself because it's been a while for him. But, you know, the team really needs him right now. So look for Christian Duke, and of course, we mentioned already Jones and Seaton up top.
And of course, for the very first time this season, they are unchanged. On the other hand, Sacramento Republic making quite a couple of changes. Stefano Bonomo makes his way into the lineup.
Yes, Bonomo, of course, his experience is key for this team, especially playing on the road. But as well, if we look at Barahona, a lot of international experience. Not so much in the goalkeeper, because Diaz, we all know Josh Cohen left a few weeks ago. So Diaz is kind of assuming that role of leadership from the goalkeeping position. So an evenly match, I think, from both sides. We have good players, and Jaime Villarreal, of course, one guy that we have to look in the left.
And of course, we mentioned Iwasa as well. Keep your eye on him. And of course, Sam Werner, his delivery has been second to none as of late. Well, both teams just about ready to get us going. You can see Walker Hume there on your screen, and we were talking just before we came on air, Jose, two teams that are tied on points in the Eastern Conference. How important is it to take 3 from the opponent more than ever tonight?
Yeah, it is very important. You have to be aggressive. It doesn't matter for Sacramento if you're playing on the road. You kind of need to get some of the points that you lost at home. They haven't been as good at home, so you have to go on the road and look to claim back those points. And if you're Orange County, of course, it's the end of a 3-game homestand. You can very easily end tonight with 7 points out of 9 possible, which is a great start. So both of these teams need to have a good second half. I don't see these teams ending up in the 10th, 9th, or even 11th spot, which means they will be out of the playoffs. I see them going even higher in the standings.
We are underway from Championship Soccer Stadium. A beautiful night for some football, fantastic conditions. Sergei Demanchuk, the man in the middle for tonight's match. And Kevin Alston, there, the MLS veteran, wears the captain's armband for Braden Cloutier. And we had a fantastic chat with him earlier this week. He's absolutely thrilled with how his team performed. Like we mentioned in the intro, the most dominant performance. Here's a chance in the early going. The head is there. And a brilliant save. Diaz rising to the occasion within the first minute.
You know, set piece is always a big part of the game. So this is a good start for Orange County. A good ball, and then the header. But the goalkeeper just, you know, it's the first 5 to 10 minutes of the match. So anything can happen. And anything that happens in this 5 to 10 minutes could very easily change what the coaches plan during the entire week. Well, at least in this time, the past couple of days, right? Because they play on Wednesday.
Sam Werner on the run at the other end of the park. It was Walker Hume that got on the end of that. Keep your eye on the centre-backs getting into the attack tonight. Walker Hume, 6'5", a massive presence in the box. The brother of Tucker Hume, who plays for Nashville SC in the Eastern Conference. Flicked on into the attack. Seaton, another one to keep your eye on, the Jamaican forward. Makes his 15th start tonight, his 19th overall appearance. And of course, it's Aidan Quinn, the man over the dead ball from an identical spot. And you can see there, Jose, the sun playing a factor in it.
Yes, absolutely. You kind of have to make an adjustment right now. You don't want to, if you are Sacramento, you don't want to make the same mistake that you made like just a couple seconds ago.
Keep around Walker Hume once again, another good delivery from Quinn, curling in. The danger isn't over, the strike is on. And Orange County look to have opened the scoring. And it's going to be offside. The referee has given a foul at the top of the box. No damage done. And a goal kick. While we have a second, let's take a look at tonight's injury report presented by Hogue. And like you can see there, ideal circumstances for Sacramento Republic and just 2 out for Orange County.
Yeah, if you're Orange County, you kind of miss some of the young guys. But, you know, you have to adjust. This is going to happen. during the regular season, you're going to have players out, and you have to find some leadership in your team. At this point, I think Orange County has been able to manage that part of the game pretty good.
Tainter all the way back to Diaz. Like we mentioned, coming into this match, both these teams played midweek on Wednesday night. So a level playing field, you have to say. But how does that affect things coming into the Saturday match, having played midweek?
Well, you know, in this case, I think the motivation of playing in such a big match, we know it's big because the standings tells us pretty much the story. But I think the motivation factor is key for both of these teams tonight.
Bonomo trying to create something in the attack. Sacramento with the possession. A curling ball to switch the flank. Barona from El Salvador, signed just in May of this year. So that was playing in the Salvadorian First Division. Sacramento with the press. Some beating down on that far side. Here comes the delivery into the box straight away. Kevin Alston first to the races at the back post. Nico. Nico, the Indiana native, clears his lines out of the back. Gives Seaton something to chase up top. Iwasa launches one forward. The chip shot is there, no worries. For the goalkeeper, Cervantes, the youngster, that's risen to the occasion on many a times this season so far.
Yeah, another young goalkeeper in the league. That's kind of the tendency. Coaches have been able to give opportunities to these young guys in the goalkeeping position, but you know, it's important for them to establish early on in their career, and I think they have had that opportunity in USL.
Offside is the call. Orange County sitting with a high-pressing back line led by a couple of veterans on the team, including Alston, of course, a 31-year-old MLS vet. Orozco just next to him, 33 years old. And then, of course, Walker Hube and Joe Amico. And Jose, coming into tonight, what's got to be key for Orange County to keep this run going that they've had with this fantastic form as of late? We'll get back to that in just a second. Into the box, takes a deflection, almost an opportunity there. Diaz manages to just do enough.
Yeah, I was just about to talk about Darwin Jones and how key he's going to be tonight. And not only tonight, but I think for the rest of the season, Darwin Jones, it reminds me a lot of the impact that Solomon Asante is having in the past few seasons with Phoenix Rising. I think he's going to be a key player for them. And the great advantage that Coach Cloutier has with Orange County is that he already has a goal scorer in Seaton. So you have to be very careful with the options that Orange County has up top. Darwin Jones can very easily play on the right side, on the left side, and Seaton is always a presence up top for them.
Darwin Jones, 8 goals on the season so far, looking to add to that tally here tonight. Werner manages to break away, still Werner at the top of the box. Orange County trying to work it out the back. Alston forced to go long. Fans, time is running out to secure a season ticket membership for the 2019 season, including buy 2 season ticket seats, get 2 free offer while there is still time. Visit orangecountysoccer.com.
You know, it's very interesting what we have seen so far from Sacramento. They have been able to get a hold of the ball. They have possession so far in the first 8 minutes of the match, but they have been very well organized in the back as well. They understand they can take risks because they have to. They need a win tonight, but also a point wouldn't be that bad for them. So, you know, you have to be, at some point in this match, you have to understand what you're playing for. A point is good enough, or we can go for the 3.
To the top of the box, sprayed out wide. Numbers in safety for Orange County. The danger not over. Aleman looking to recycle. Amico is there, gets a touch on it, not enough. This time Walker Hume straight out. Darwin Jones back to help defend. Darwin Jones just always all over the park.
Yes. It is hard to predict where exactly Darwin Jones plays if you want to look at it tactically, but because he moves around a lot. But in this case, I think what you want to see from Darwin Jones, you want to see him with the ball moving forward. You don't want him to see defending as much, you know, because he played midweek, you know, and at some point the excitement of the game is going to wear off, and you're going to start thinking about physically just managing the load.
And that's one player that's been instrumental as well in the middle, spraying the balls around. Aidan Quinn. Orange County can't find that final pass into the attack. Bit of shirt tugging on the way through. Christian Duke, and you mentioned how important he is back in the lineup after some time out with an injury.
Yeah, we spoke with Coach Cloutier midweek, and you know, he talked a lot about the expectations moving forward. It's only the 3rd game for him this year, but you know, he is a young guy that he has a lot of promise, and he's a player that Coach Cloutier is counting on moving forward.
In his 2nd season with Orange County. Prior to that was with the USL side Swope Park Rangers, University of San Diego product. Alston. Looking forward down this near side. The captain for Brady and Cloutier. Hume. Connect a pass out the back. And on the other hand, we've spoke about the importance for Orange County, but if you're Sacramento, you're really looking to get things going again after Wednesday night's tough loss in the last minute of the match.
Yeah, I think you look into the positives of that match, and I think the response so far, it has been good. First 11 minutes of the match, they have been good, even though they're playing on the road. So, I mean, Coach Elliott should be happy with this 11 minutes, but the thing is consistency. You have to look for consistency if you're Sacramento. And moving forward, that is something that they actually need to work on.
And of course, tied on points in the West Conference, but Sacramento with 2 games in hand over Orange County. Like we said, the playoff race looming on the horizon as we pass the midway point of the season. Falls through in the box, gets a touch on it. Cervantes, right place, right time. The edge of your seat stuff for Orange County there.
Yeah, I think we have the first a chance of a match. Barely, but just maybe a second or two, he wasn't able to get there, Scumbridge. But you know, the importance of this is Cervantes. He didn't try to predict where the ball was going to go. He just stand still and just wait for the ball to come to yourself. This time it worked for him. So a good effort also on the goalkeeper.
Nico touches it out on the far side. Started 19 of his 29 games he appeared in last season for Orange County. Prior to that was with Swope Park Rangers. Ball up into the attack, dispossessed by Alston.
So far, a surprising start. I was thinking more, you know, Orange County with possession, trying to push the ball forward, and it hasn't been that way. I think we're expecting a little bit more from Queen and Alvarado in the middle of the field. We'll see if they are able to establish a little bit more. Just to gain some momentum right now, it seems like it's Sacramento's game to win.
Hume, 6'5" centre back. Long ball launched direct. The flick on is there from Jones. In the middle of the park. Started to open up in the last couple of minutes. Aleman. Back to Skundrich. Takes his space in front of him. Runs out of greenery. Forced to go out wide. Aleman. Combines with Gomez on the far side. Still Gomez. Looking to get a touch inside the box. Amico doing enough to push him out of bounds, but that's going to be the first corner kick of tonight's match.
A good effort by Gomez on the right side. He has been able to push forward from the right side, so look for Orange County to try to take advantage of that with Darwin Jones.
This could be dangerous. Sam Werner with the delivery. It's a good one towards the back post. Amico coming up big. And here we go at the other end of the park. Darwin Jones on his own. Numbers flooding to help him in the attack. The overlapping run is there, just too much sauce on it. And nothing to come to fruition.
Yeah, not a good ball from Darwin Jones. If he went straight forward with the ball, just waiting for their teammates to come. But also you have to give credit to Sacramento. They play good defense. Without the ball, it's hard to play good defense, and they did it this time. They were very well organized. They knew where to go. So, you know, a good effort on both sides.
Darwin Jones just so explosive when he gets going forward. This is not what Simon Elliott wants to see. Tackle Kanan down on the pitch, just receiving some treatment. The Israeli defender joins Sacramento from FC Cincinnati. He actually captained the side to their Eastern Conference title last season. Spent the first 8 years playing in Israel before moving to the States. Also had a spell at Blackpool of the English Premier League. Both teams with very experienced members in the back line.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. A lot of international experience as well. And if you look into players like Seaton, who was born in Jamaica, is only 23 years old, he can very easily make a push in the national team. You know, he's a young guy, a goal scorer, and we have seen in the past, I guess in the past year, how players from the USL have been able to get call-ups for the national teams in CONCACAF for Nations League. So, I mean, that's a good sign for the league and a motivation for all of these guys.
Werner there with the pressure, falls all the way back for Cervantes. Ground ball out the back to Hume. Amico. Takes his space, a bit of good trickery. The referee will bring that one back for a free kick. See the sun just starting to set as the pitch becomes shaded. Seaton up in the air, can't win the aerial duel. Quinn ushers to safety. Cervantes, just 17 years old. We spoke about the run that he had in the Open Cup, coming up massive on a couple of occasions for them, but he's got some USL matches under his belt already at this point in the season. A very bright start for the future.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you underestimate the importance of the Open Cup, but giving these guys a chance in elimination games will certainly help them individually, but will also help your team moving forward. You never know what could happen. Look at the case also of Josh Cohen. Him leaving opens up a spot for another young goalkeeper. So Open Cup, important games, anytime a 17-year-old gets on the field, I think we should all celebrate that, right? I mean, it's excitement for the sport, and it's just very impressive at 17 years old to be a professional and to have the responsibility to lead a team.
Garcia, of course, with the departure of Cohen, going straight to Cervantes, showing his confidence in him. Talking of the Open Cup, some crazy matchups. Orange County SC taking on Orange County FC for the first time in history. Two teams that shared this exact pitch. And that is the beauty of the Open Cup, giving others a chance to get into the lineup and proving themselves like he just did. Here we go with Darwin Jones. Get the delivery into the box on this occasion, but he'll take the corner.
Yeah, but we can already see the impact of Darwin Jones. We saw him just a few minutes ago coming through the left side, now coming through the right side. You know, that's Darwin Jones for you.
He'll be roaming all over the pitch. Aidan Quinn, the man to take the corner. All corner kicks sponsored by Shell Fuel Rewards. It's going to be an in-swinger from this near side. Quinn towards the back post. It's a good one. Nico was there, couldn't get the redirection on it.
You know, very slowly, Orange County, they have been able to put some pressure on Sacramento, and sometimes set pieces will help you just gain the possession back. You know, get a breather for your defenders. Make your midfielders understand that you need to have the ball, especially playing at home. So set pieces are also a way, you know, to grab the attentions of your players in key moments of the match.
Pinball in the middle of the park for both sides. Villarreal comes out on top, drops one out wide. Sacramento on the attack to the top of the box. The strike is there. And just over the top of the crossbar, not far off, Jose.
Yeah, so far, I think we have seen a very good showing from Aleman on the right side and also from Gomez. They have been overlapping and, you know, putting a lot of pressure. This time the shot goes wide, but I mean, he had the room and he made the right move looking for that left-footed shot. So a good effort by Aleman.
We mentioned earlier in the broadcast their first meeting this season between these two sides, both coming in off mid-week fixtures.
And they will be facing each other in the second to last game of the regular season, so you can only imagine if this scenario repeats itself. You know, they will be really fighting for their lives in the 2019 regular season.
Most coaches saying this is the point of the season with a heavy schedule, a lot of midweek matches where points really matter as we approach that playoff race. And especially when you're level on points with a team in the West Conference. Almost a 6-point match.
Yes, I completely agree. I mean, if you look at the schedule for Orange County, this is the third match at home in a row, and they have 4 points already. They need a win tonight to make it a really good homestand. Get 7 out of 9. I mean, that's a great start in what could be very easily the second half, the start of the second half of the season for them.
It's been over a year since these two teams last met each other. Off the series here tonight in Irvine, California. It's Poppy Miller alongside Jose Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us for tonight's match, wherever you are. And you've got to say, in the early going, both teams have had chances. Orange County probably with the majority of them in this opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think it has been a good start. I mean, if you are looking for a good soccer, a good level of soccer, I think you have been able to find it in a few minutes of this first 22 in the first half. Now, the thing is, they have to win tonight. They have to go for the win.
Here comes Amico. One too many touches into the attack. Almost caught Diaz off his line. To track all the way back. Sacramento can't make anything happen. Hume. Well covered by Amico, who goes all the way home to Cervantes. Pins one out to Orozco. into the attack. Here's Jerry Van Wolfgang. It's a brilliant ball, got to be. Darwin Jones, one too many touches. Seaton couldn't get on the end of it, and Sacramento get away with one. Here they come at the other end of the park. Another opportunity, one-on-one, wide of the target. And I tell you what, Iwasa is going to want that one back.
Well, we were looking for excitement, and we got it in a minute. A couple of chances. First, Darwin Jones for Orange County. A bad touch prevented him from scoring. And then, on the other side of the field, a counterattack in just a matter of seconds. We remain scoreless. I still cannot believe this, but we are scoreless.
Let's have another look at that chance. You're absolutely right. Darwin Jones loses his footing. It almost falls perfectly for Seaton. And at the other end of the park, Iwasa breaks away one-on-one and just puts it wide.
Yeah, we talked about Iwasa and how he's a key player for them, but he hasn't been able to score lately. So, you know, the confidence level might not be too high for him. And those are the opportunities that you really want in a game if you're struggling scoring. So it's a shame for Iwasa, but I mean, you had your chance, and the same goes for Darwin Jones.
Iwasa with 17 goals for Sacramento in 2018. He's got 9 on the season so far this year, but like you said, has had a bit of a goal-scoring drought as of late. Alston into Quinn. Alvarado. Alston joining in the attack, trying to create something. Leads one for Seaton, falls all the way through. No worries at the back. Fanza Sports Clip 5-game Flex Pan is the perfect ticket program for your busy schedule. You can choose the matchups that you want to see for the schedule that works for you. Plans start at just $95 per seat. Pick one up today at orangecountysoccer.com. Brilliant to see all the fans out enjoying this lovely weather. Out in full force on this summer night in Irvine, California. Doesn't get much better conditions than this, Jose.
Yeah, so it looks beautiful for both the fans and the players. You know, this is the type of environment we want to play in.
Werner couldn't get past Alston. And back into the attack. No worries for Cervantes, who's quick to read it.
To be offside, but it was a really, really good idea by Iwasa just to flick the ball with a header. It's good movement overall. This time the timing wasn't right, but the idea could very easily work moving forward in the match.
Orozco goes home, long ball out of the back. Seaton, control in the middle. There to clear it up. Alvarado, ground ball down the wing. Jerry Van Wolfgang. Does enough to keep the possession for his side. And Van Wolfgang, another crucial part of this lineup. In his second spell at Orange County, spent last season with Reno 1868. Scored 6 goals, 2 assists on the year. Diaz, straight out of the back, gives his team a chance to regain their positioning.
No, it looks like Orange County, they need to hold on to the ball a little bit longer right now. They're trying to attack with way too many long balls. You know, just take your time. Find the right player. Find just the right moment to move the ball around. If you have to hold on to it for a little while, do so. You know, that's exactly what Orange County needs right now.
Alvarado sprays one out wide. Amico is there. Sacramento Toronto forced to drop deep, a good combination on the far side. In comes the delivery, straight out the back to safety. Hume to win the first ball. Here comes a launcher into the attack, well read by Orozco. Alvarado. Michael Seaton, the Jamaican. Quinn desperate to lose his mark in the middle. Nothing to come to fruition in the attack. Mitch Tainter. His second season with Sacramento. Had a spell with the MLS side Toronto. Played mainly with the USL side Toronto too. Another one that's been a mainstay in this back line for Simon Elliott.
Much better from Orange County the last 5 minutes. Getting Alvarado and Quinn involved, it's something that they really need. So as long as Alvarado and Quinn are involved in the game moving forward, you know, you have players in the back like Alston and Orozco that they pretty much have enough experience, you know, to take on their role. So the midfield, I think it's where Orange County is lacking a little bit, so we'll see if that's an adjustment that they are going to be able to make moving forward.
Werner almost making his way through there. The referee is going to give a free kick. You can see he found a perfect pass through, took a knock en route through. Let's have another look at this, Jose.
Well, I think this is one of those 50-50 calls, isn't it?
Just having a word with Sergei Jamanchuk.
There was some contact, no doubt, but was Werner looking to get it? I mean, it's a 50-50 call.
If you didn't know it, Sam Werner doesn't play like he's in his first professional season after a standout collegiate career at Stanford. Oozes confidence on the ball. 5 goals, 3 assists on the season so far. Leads the Western Conference in crosses. We've already seen him busy on the ball tonight in this early going. He is once again tracking across the box. Knocks it out wide. Gomez trying to break inside. Amico keeps him out wide, ground ball delivery. Stefano Bonomo takes it off his feet. Nothing to come of it. And Quinn has a second to get it out.
Well, another opportunity for Sacramento this time. It's Bonomo, who could very easily have taken the shot right there.
Someone whose name we haven't called too much in this half so far. Yes. Stefano Bonomo spent the majority of his career to date with the New York Red Bull and New York Red Bull 2 side. Had a stint at Tampa Bay Rowdies last season. The California native, a dual citizen of both the United States and Italy. And that's somebody that coming into tonight you'd think would be very busy on the ball, hasn't really got into the game yet.
Yeah, we talked about Quinn and Alvarado on Orange County, and if we look into Sacramento, I think that is probably the adjustment that you want to make in halftime. You want to have Bonomo a little bit with the ball. You know, he can be a player that also can create space for his teammates. So, you know, just get him involved. You need him to succeed, not only tonight, but once again, moving forward. Remember, both of these teams are not only looking to win tonight, they're looking to climb in the standings moving forward. They are not used to being 9th or 10th in the Western Conference.
See, just down on the sideline, maybe a case of cramp. We mentioned both midweek matches for both these sides. Play will continue. Bonomo just having a word there.
I guess he's not very happy with his own teammate, with Gomez. He's wondering, why are you still not up and running?
It's like Shannon Gomez just needs a stretch out. We mentioned fatigue may play a factor in tonight's match. It is warm and humid conditions out there tonight. Only going to get hotter as we get into the summer months. Fans, you can check out the Orange County SE merchandise arrivals for the 2019, including new authentic jerseys players are wearing by Adidas at orangecountysoccer.com. See fans in the stadiums with those exact jerseys on, rocking their colours. Orozco. Big ball into the attack, intercepted on the far side. Amico. Trying to find a path through. Good ball towards the back post. Couldn't quite get on the end of it. And this time it's Sam Werner that's down on the pitch as well. An ideal start for Sacramento with the amount of players that seem to be getting cramp in the early going.
Yes, it was just a few minutes ago Gomez, and now Werner. Well, you know, it's a challenge as well, especially in the summer. You know, to have these guys go play 3 matches in a week, it's a challenge. So, you know, you have to understand that at some point rotations might come. At some point you're going to have to see young guys get an opportunity in this type of games. So it happens. It's all about how you're able to manage, if you're a coach, your team, how you're able to manage the amount of games that each and every player gets during the season, especially in this part of the year.
You know, taxing at the best of times on your body, playing 2 matches in a span of a week, but especially when you take into consideration travel and all the road trips that go with it. Alston creeps forward to Manchuk to bring him back a couple of yards. The Washington native in his 2nd season with Orange County. He 23 matches last season for Braden Cloutier's side. Republic with the pressure, falls straight out the back. Seaton runs into traffic, he'll take the throw-in. Kevin Alston, of course, a big MLS career prior to Orange County, over 150 matches played for New England Revolution. And Jose, how important is that to have somebody with that much experience on your back line with a couple of youngsters in the starting lineup tonight?
Yeah, I think it's very important. We were just talking about how taxing it is to play in the summer days in the United States. Well, you know, these players actually know how to take care of their bodies. They know how to manage their efforts. So that is a part of the game, but also in matches like the one we're having tonight, in which you really have to win and you really have to risk, even though you're playing on the road. The experience pretty much tells these players when to be aggressive and when to be a little bit cautious and just move back a little bit. The end of the first half, it's exactly that. You have to be very, very focused on what you're doing defensively. You don't want to concede a goal that will almost completely change the second half for you.
And of course, if you're 17-year-old Aaron Cervantes, you can't ask for much better. Just sitting right in front of you, a man with that much experience. Werner. Looking to get us back underway quickly. We'll leave it for Verona. Van Wolf gang. Rasa. Out wide, here comes Sacramento. Intercepted by Amico. Christian Duke sprays it around the middle. Orozco finds Alston.
Yeah, good ball movement from Orange County, but you kind of have to move a little bit faster, especially when you have the opportunity of a counterattack. You have to be a little bit more aggressive, and you have to read the game well at that point.
A loose pass means a turnover and a chance for Sacramento. A miscommunication with the final step through to Bonomo, though. And Orange County doing a nice job of keeping the line high. Takes a deflection on the way out. Up comes Kevin Alston. Just over 5 minutes of regulation left to play in the first half. It's Poppy Miller alongside Jose Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us for tonight's match. A brilliant Western Conference matchup. 14 games tonight around the USL Championship. And I'm pretty sure not many are in better conditions than this one is here tonight. Championship Soccer Stadium is the site. Seaton. Miko joining in the attack. Arrives just a touch too late. Alston tracking back.
You know, we haven't been able to see that connection between Seaton and Jones. It's like we have seen a lot of effort from both of these guys, but just individually, they have to connect in the second half to make a difference. They are good enough that they can score, and they can be a key factor for Orange County individually. But if they are able to connect, that will make things much easier for Orange County offensively.
Bonomo on the run. Cervantes. Cool and collected out the back. Miko pushes it on. And again, just that final ball into the attack just seems to be missing.
Yeah, that connection is not there so far in the first 40 minutes.
Hume. Referee will give a free kick in favor of the visitors. Sergei Jamanchuk just having a word there with Aleman. Decol Kainan, the former FC Cincinnati man, into the top of the box. Bonomo tries to get a touch. And a touch too much it is. Orozco down in the box.
Yeah, it's Bonomo looking for the ball. Oh, wow. Foot too high there for Bonomo. Hopefully Orozco, yeah, he's going to be fine. He's been in so many battles.
So he just took an awkward landing on his shoulder there. Michael Orozco had a couple of spells with the US Youth International side. Had a spell playing in Mexico last season, actually from Orange County. Makes his 6th start tonight of the season. You can see there Phoenix Rising leading, well, full time actually, have beaten Tulsa Roughnecks earlier on tonight. A couple of records that are still going for Phoenix Rising, with the longest streak now, longest winning streak a brilliant run for them.
Unbelievable what Rick Shantz has been able to do with that team. I mean, just putting together a show for the USL Championship. Everybody is watching their games, and you know, Phoenix Rising is without a doubt a heavy favorite for the title this year. They were able to make it to the final last year, but Louisville, of course, ended up winning the title. But you know, Phoenix Rising, just an incredible effort from the entire organization. It's just unbelievable being able to win 11 matches in a row.
Unbeaten on dollar beer night is the word on the street for Phoenix Rising. Into the box it goes, the redirection from the header, wide off the target. Cervantes, no worries for him as he brings it out.
A good effort so far from Werner, but you know, you don't look at Werner as a guy that's gonna score from a header, but he got the room, enough room there. Fortunately for Orange County, the header went wide.
Gomez, time and space at the back. Opts for the long ball forward as we approach the last minute of regulation in the first half here. Scoreless as we approach half-time. Alvarado for Alston. Simon Elliott up off his bench down there, dishing some instruction. Here's Michael Seaton. Denied with the delivery. Lays one off to the top of the box. It goes, a loose pass picked up. Back and forth. Quinn wants the strike, nothing to come of it. See Diaz there questioning his back line. And Aidan Quinn, he'll just have a go from anywhere.
Yeah, I think it was a good idea. I think it was the right thing to do. You know, Sacramento, they have been able to put pressure on Orange County, so you have to try to score from long distance. At least at some point, you have to try it. I don't think they did it before in the first half. So, I mean, it's a good start for Quinn. And of course, a guy like Quinn is someone that can actually score from long distance, a great left foot. So, you know, we can look for the second half. He might be able to try it a couple of times, and maybe he gets lucky and scores.
Bonomo brought down. Alvarado in front of it. A good ball sprayed to the opposite flank. Sacramento with the press. And Wolfgang, the one to almost intercept. Alston protects Cervantes. And Orange County keep the possession, and that's going to be all we see from the first half. Scoreless in the first 45. Jose, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, if we look into it defensively, I think it was a great effort from both sides. But offensively, I think both of them can do a lot better. The adjustments will come without a doubt in halftime.
Well, stay with us at halftime. We'll take a look around the USL Championship, and we'll have a look at the Team of the Week. Stay with us. You don't want to go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment.
What makes my famous brisket, chicken marinade, and punch so good? A lemon lime secret ingredient I'm never going to tell. 7-Up. Who's hungry? Do more with 7.
The Orange County Soccer Club Pro Experience membership, designed to accelerate your training and enable you to reach the professional performance levels of the biggest leagues around the world. Membership includes free tickets to 7 home matches, training sessions with coaches and technical director Franz Hoek, live events with leading soccer minds like Brad Friedel, Rafael Wicki, and Keisuke Honda, and many additional benefits. Go to orangecountysoccer.com/pro experience.
Welcome back to Championship Soccer Stadium. It's halftime here between Orange County SC and Sacramento Republic FC. It's Poppy Miller alongside Jose Rodriguez. While we have a second, let's take a look at the USL Team of the Week. And Jose, who stands out to you there?
Well, of course, Flemings, who's coming, by the way, from a great Gold Cup for Jamaica. Flemings and Romero, who's Player of the Week, the Salvadorian. With Bethlehem Steel and Captain Solo, my guy, Captain Solo. I love Solomon Asante from Phoenix. We all know he's a key part of that unbelievable run.
And speaking of Romero, let's take a look because he is actually the Player of the Week after 11 saves and a shutout against the USL defending champions Louisville City.
Well, 11 saves. So we're talking about young goalkeepers in the league, and I think Romero is another great example of that. And, well, we'll see how big a factor he's going to be for Bethlehem Steel moving forward in the second half of the season.
We know he was tasked with a big job with Louisville City on his hands. Here are some of the top leading goal scorers of the USL Championship. Sebastian Guenzati, 12 goals on the season so far. His team sitting at the top of the Eastern Conference. Daniel Rios for Nashville SC, of course, their last season in the USL Championship before making the move to MLS.
Yeah, a lot of experience on this list, especially Kevin Frater is a guy that, of course, we all know pretty well. And from New Mexico, one of these new teams, we were talking about it before we came on air, how important it is that these new teams come into the league and have an impact early on. This is important.
The race for the Golden Boot is well and truly on. From Irvine, California, stay with us. When we return, we'll take a look at the USL news and notes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a mo.
It's Frater! What a hit! Crossing in, it's a goal! He's a better knock to win myself. Omar Salgado, the hometown hero.
Streaking run from Josh Suggs.
The cross keeps the winner! Another brace! More!
There's so much pride in this state. There's, I think, been so much pent-up demand in people who have just been looking for a way to shine and come through, and they're so capable. Some of the best people in the world live in New Mexico.
This idea was sort of born from that, you know, why don't we have a section in our stadium that is devoted entirely to the underserved, the underprivileged, you know, maybe kids who would never have the opportunity to come do this, or public servants in our community, firefighters, teachers.
It's really about uniting to the community. It's really about seeing positive outcomes for people. When I see a positive outcome for someone and I see someone start to believe in themselves more and understand what their capabilities are, it makes me feel so happy because I think oftentimes people aren't in a situation where they're able to really fully shine. And we have, individually, we have so much inside. It's probably so much more than we're even allowed or think we can give every day. So let's create a platform that gives and encourages giving and encourages community. And I think if we do that, we can make a real change.
For example, we have the YMCA coming, so we gave 75 tickets there. There was 150 tickets went to Herman Sanchez Community Center, and then, you know, the others went to other kids in the community that really would not have this opportunity.
But by the way, if it was gone and someone else wanted to get in, we'd make it happen. It's for everybody.
So it's a way to spread goodwill in our own community to the people who need it most.
It's not just about a game anymore. New Mexico's really out there making a statement.
We wanted everybody from, Albuquerque to Santa Fe to the eastern and western corners of the state, southern. You're part of this team. You're a part of this family. It's a movement, really, more than anything else, and we want everyone to know that they're a part of it. That's what our name means, United.
Always fantastic storylines around the USL Championship. A brilliant one there as well. Let's take a look at the news and notes now. Some breaking news with Phoenix Rising, Jose. And a very exciting night for them as they extend their unbeaten streak to be the first ever USL Championship team to win 11 games in a row.
Right, just unbelievable. We'll see how far they can go. You don't want to peak midway through the season, so we'll see how far they can go. But I mean, just an unbelievable effort. And as well, New York Red Bulls, handing Tampa Bay Rowdies their first defeat since June 8th. So not bad.
The Red Bulls too creeping up in the Eastern Conference standings. But first, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Phoenix Rising, of course, unsurprisingly at the top of the table. Who else there stands out to you?
Well, now, let me tell you. First, Phoenix is unbelievable, but look at Reno. They're not that far away. If you win 11 matches and you have 44 points and you only have a 3-point difference from second place, I mean, that's pretty good competition, right?
And of course for Orange County SC coming in flying high after beating Reno 1868. Let's take a look at the East now. Tampa Bay Rowdies, of course, at the top of the table. Only 2 losses on the season so far. But like we mentioned, New York Red Bulls too creeping up there.
Yes. Another great, I think, scenario moving forward. Just not only on the top of the table, but also as well looking through St. Louis, Charleston, and Louisville, fighting for the last spot still in the playoffs. I mean, nothing is decided yet. We have a lot to play for in the next couple of months.
Always very tight at the top of the Eastern Conference. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule presented by Destination Irvine. As you can see there, tomorrow, Loudoun United FC take on the reigning champions Louisville City FC. That'll be one that you don't want to miss.
Yes, absolutely. You always want to see Louisville. Is just outstanding. Just the program overall, it has been so effective in the past couple of years in USL Championship.
And then, of course, Wednesday night soccer on ESPN3. You don't want to miss it. New Mexico United taking on El Paso. Another brilliant game. Mark it in your calendar now. Well, when we come back, we'll take a look at the first half highlights, and we will be back just after this short break.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
Fill up for the chance to win free fuel for a year. That's one of thousands of prizes in the Shell Great Gas Giveaway. Fuel Rewards members are automatically entered when they fill up at Shell.
Welcome back to Championship Soccer Stadium. It's halftime here between Orange County SC and Sacramento Republic FC. It's Poppy Miller alongside Jose Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us for tonight's match. Well, the teams making their way out onto the pitch, but first, let's take a look at the first half highlights presented by 7up. And Jose, you've got to say both teams had a number of chances. We'll start from the very beginning.
Yes, set pieces, Quinn right here with a good ball, but just unable Keenan to score on that header. Good movement by Diaz. Now, you know, the game at some point started to become a midfield affair. You know, either team had a clear possession. They were both looking for long balls, and that prevented them from creating good chances. Contridge had the first one really for Sacramento. This one right here, a good ball, no offside call. So, you know, just a good read by the goalkeeper, Cervantes, to get a hold of the ball. And then moving forward, it was Kevin Aleman and also Gomez on the right side. Would you agree? They were very aggressive and they were able to create a couple of chances for Sacramento.
It was definitely Aleman with all the action down the far side. And here is Darwin Jones, just one too many touches. And because of that, it gave Sacramento the chance for the counter-attack at the other end of the park.
Yeah, and you would have thought Wasa will never miss a chance like that, but well, you know, the confidence is not there for him right now, and we'll see if he gets another opportunity in the second half. Either way, a very good ball, a very good run, just unable to finish right in front of the goal.
It was unfortunate for Darwin Jones. Looks like he was trying to lay it off for Seaton there, touched too many, and here comes the header, just redirected too far over the crossbar by Sam Werner.
Yeah,
and another opportunity.
You can tell he's not very used to taking those type of headers so free inside the box. And some of the stats, you know, possession, right? Possession was the game, the name of the game, I'm sorry. 58% for Orange County, 42% for Sacramento Republic so far in the first half. Well, we need goals.
And of course, that is the biggest one. 0 goals for either side. Our stats presented by Pro Sport. Well, we are just about ready to go for second half action from Championship Soccer Stadium. And of course, if you're Braden Cloutier, what do you think his message to the team at the half was?
Just, you know, maybe try to be a little bit more aggressive. You know, you have done a pretty good effort defensively, but you have to take some risk. You have to understand that this is a game that you need. And essentially, you know, you really have to move some of your best players in a position a little bit more accordingly to what we saw midweek. You know, Seaton being a presence inside the box, and then Darwin Jones and Van Wolfgang just being able to get a hold of the ball coming from the right and the left side.
Darwin Jones and Michael Seaton on your screen just then. The dynamic duo, Sergei Jamanchuk, is ready to get us underway for the final 45 minutes of tonight's match from Irvine, California. Bonomo over the dead ball. And here we go. Will we see a goal in the second half of play? We are underway. And straight out of the back by Kevin Alston, who has been fantastic in the first half.
Just overall, I think just understanding what this game means, not only with the 3 points, but the confidence that either team will gain from winning tonight. You know, it's something that I'm sure both coaches talked about in halftime.
And if you're just joining us, both these teams coming into tonight's match off a midweek game for Orange County SC. Things went swimmingly for them against New Mexico United, against Reno 1868, sorry. And for Sacramento, they lost in the dying seconds of the match against New Mexico United. So two very different stories, both hungry for points tonight, though, being level in the Western Conference, like we saw at halftime. Amico out wide to Jones. A good lace ball through from Darwin Jones, just a heavy touch from Van Wolfgang. Aleman back to Gomez. We saw Gomez cramping up in the first half. In the early going, of course, with that midweek match, will we expect some fatigue to start creeping in the second half?
Well, yeah, we can look into that coming into maybe the 60th minute. That's exactly when players are going to start to, you know, start to feel just not only the pressure of the match, because we have mentioned once again how important it is to win tonight, but also, you know, the load that they were able, both of these teams, they had to, they didn't have an easy game midweek. You know, it wasn't an easy game even for Orange County. They were able to win, but it was not an easy game. So, you know, it's going to be a factor. It's going to become a factor, I guess, in the next 15 to 20 minutes.
Miko, the Indiana native, in his second season with Orange County. Van Wolfgang, ground ball into the mix. Darwin Jones to ground. Aiden Quinn in the middle of the park, out wide for Alston. You can see full time there. Things really starting to move around at the top of the Western Conference, Jose.
Yes, that San Antonio 3-1 win over Real Monarchs puts a lot of pressure on Orange County. That puts San Antonio in the 10th spot with 27 points. And remember, the tiebreaker is the amount of wins, not the goal differential. So San Antonio with 7 wins, Orange County with 6 wins. So now, even more than ever, this is a must win for Orange County.
Deco Kanan, their 6'2" centre back. Sacramento, the winner of the Eastern Conference with FC Cincinnati last season. Looking to generate something in the attack. Lofty ball to the top of the box. Bonomo there, can't bring it down. Quinn. Trying to work it out the back. Van Wolfgang tries to get involved. Loose touch from him in the middle. Aleman. It's a good lay on to the top of the box. Got to be a chance. And you can see the frustration on his face there. Aleman so close, yet so far.
Oh, just beautiful. Look at this. First Bonomo, look at that touch. Just unbelievable. Beautiful brand of soccer. That's exactly what you want to see, except for the end of a play where Aleman was not able to finish, but just a great ball movement. And, you know, the first opportunity of the second half goes for Sacramento. That's something that you really don't want to see if you're Orange County.
Aleman once again trying to create some space for himself. Denied by a sea of orange shirts. Sacramento on the front foot. The cut is there at the top of the box. It takes a deflection and rolls out for a corner kick for the visitors. You can see Cervantes there dishing some instruction to his back line. Let's have another look at this, Jose.
Yeah, a little bit of a deflection there. A good adjustment from Cervantes, a good read. Being able to see the ball coming to him. And just a save. The right time. But once again, it's Sacramento with the ball. And Sacramento is the team that is creating chances in the first 5 minutes of the second half.
It's the set piece specialist, Sam Werner. Big ball to the back post and pushing and shoving. Sergi Jamancha will let Cervantes have this one out the back. Sam Werner, like we mentioned, 3 assists on the season so far, but leads the Western Conference in crosses. And he's put some dangerous balls into the box, but despite that, Sacramento have scored the least amount of goals in all of the playoff teams.
Well, they haven't looked that way, at least tonight. They have created chances. You know, it's a matter of being able to finish. And, you know, maybe that's the challenge that they do have, at least in 2019, because historically they have been a very good team offensively.
Flicked on by Seaton. Darwin Jones there for the chase. Referee waves play on. Orozco all the way home to Cervantes. Gomez there on the other end of it. The Trinidad and Tobago international picking up some pace. Skundrich. Fans' time is running out to secure a season seat membership for the 2019 season, including the buy 2 season seats. Get 2 free offer while there is still time. Visit orangecountysoccer.com. Darwin Jones, always there in the mix. Trying to find Michael Seaton. The team struggling to bring it down. Aidan Quinn will do just that.
We haven't seen much of Christian Duke as well. And you can almost start to think that the time that he wasn't able to be on the field is kind of, you know, being a factor right now for him. You know, it's another full 90 minutes that I don't know if he's going to be able to go for. So maybe you try to start to make some adjustments there. He hasn't been able to get into the rhythm of the match so far. So we're going to have to see, but of course, a player that you expect a lot more from.
Orange County take quickly. Alston leading the charge down the far flank. In for Darwin Jones. Jones back for Alston. Alston at the top of the box. The direction is there. And just over the top of the box. Crossbar, not a bad idea though that, Jose.
Yes, just to, you know, it's not only about the header, but also about the movement. You have to move around. You cannot expect the ball to come to you. You have to create yourself some opportunities. You have to move around, and he did the right thing there. Just the header went over the bar.
Diaz to get us back underway out the back. The 27-year-old goalkeeper makes his 4th start tonight for Sacramento. You've got to say, been a bit stop-start in the late going.
Yeah, well, you know, I think so far, you know, if we had a battle in halftime, I think Coach Elliott won that battle. You know, his team is a lot more aggressive in the second half, and we'll see how Orange County responds to that. You know, you kind of have to do something, especially if you're playing at home. You cannot let a team come into your home stadium and just let them take over the match. So adjustments will be coming, whether it is tactically with the players that are on the field right now or with the substitutions.
Keenan, direct ball. Bonomo on the chase. Hume first to the races. Will shield that one out for Cervantes. Some movement from both benches down below us. You said as we approach the 60-minute mark tonight. Moves ball out of the back. Up comes Gomez. Gomez into the mix. Missed header from Amico. Gomez again to pick up the second ball. Shannon Gomez whips one into the back post. The diving header is there, and just a fraction too late.
Wow, what an opportunity for Sacramento. Just an unbelievable cross coming from the right side. It's Gomez once again, and just 1 second too late. This is Skundrich. Just unbelievable.
Skundrich flying in. It would have been a brilliant goal had he been able to connect with it. But no damage done for the home side. 0-0 the scoreline remains. And so many chances now for either side. Bonomo putting the pressure on. A high one out the back. Unorthodox from Cervantes. Werner. And that is going to be offside, the call. Sacramento furious with the decision down below us.
You know, once again, Sacramento is in a position in which it's a game that is right there for them. You know, you don't want to look back into the 2-3 chances that you had starting the second half. You couldn't capitalize. And then it comes to the 70th, the 80th minute, you concede a goal, and it's a heartbreaking loss. You know, you have to take advantage of the opportunities that you have, especially in such an important time of a match. It's just the start of the second half. You have been able to set the tone with possession and just being able to be aggressive moving forward, but you have to take advantage.
Gomez leads the charge out of the back, can't connect the pass in the middle, but an equally loose one from Duke. Quinn. The battle is on in the middle. Tamanchuk there in the midst of it, and here we will see our first substitution for Orange County. And it looks like it's going to be Harry Forrester, ready to make his way into the match for the final 30 minutes of tonight. And Jose, we were talking about it and exactly what we were expecting to see after a midweek game.
Yes, the adjustments were due. I think it's a good read by Coach Coultier. You have to understand that there's a sense of urgency right now because of how both of these teams are positioned in the standings, and you have to make the adjustments. You cannot wait. You cannot give 5 or 10 more minutes to see if Alvarado is going to do something else. You have to try something different, and that's exactly what he's doing with Forrester coming into the match. Forrester, the Englishman from Milton Keynes, makes his 18th appearance tonight for Orange County. Came through the Aston Villa Academy. Also spent time with Doncaster Rovers, then at Rangers. Comes to the States after playing in Iran last season. Bit of a journeyman as of late. Gomez. Nico there first. Pressure on Gomez, manages to pump one into the attack, straight out the back by Orozco. Seaton takes the greenery in front of him at the top of the box, cuts inside, space for him. Manages to connect the pass. Van Wolfgang joining in, Alston there from the back line. Good delivery, straight out the back by Sacramento. Quinn left with the chase. Iwasa. You know, it seems like every time an Orange County player moves forward with the ball, 2 or 3 defenders from Sacramento are just around, just waiting for the player to come moving forward. You know, that has to change. They either have to be more aggressive, not only individually, but his teammates moving alongside Seaton in this case. But that is something that really has to change. Maybe Forrester is able to provide at least some relief to Seaton, who has been all by himself up top so far. And again, Hume does just enough to get a touch on it. Cervantes reads it well. And playing with a lot of authority, Cervantes, given his age. Bit of a loose one out the back, though, that time. Oh, look at the pressure from Sacramento. Isn't that great? I mean, it's great to see. Because you're on the road, you're being aggressive, you want to dictate the pace of the game. Just unbelievable. Very, very impressive what we have seen so far from Sacramento tonight. Gomez, lofty ball in. The referee waves play on. Forrester. Darwin Jones to generate. Darwin Jones picking up some speed, and he is brought down in the box, and the referee there has a call to make. What is the call is the question. And he's chose to play on. Wow. Jose, your thoughts on that one? I don't know. I mean, I would have called a foul there. No doubt. I think he went for the body and not for the ball. And But I understand as well that Jones pretty much lost control of the ball a few seconds earlier. But I mean, it's another 50-50 call.
Here we go again. Seaton this time looking to get on the end of it. Diaz quick off his line. Let's have another look at this, Jose. What do we think here?
Yeah, I think he went for the body right there. What do you think? I mean, it's pretty clear to me. Look, yeah.
Darwin Jones taking a gamble in the box. He is brought down. Sergei Germanchuk waves play on. And if you're Darwin Jones, I think you have a right to be a bit upset there. Forrester all the way through. Here's Alston. Applies the pressure, he'll earn the throw. Alston takes it quickly into Van Wolfgang. Their fans absolutely loving the night behind in the background. Perfect summer's night at Championship Soccer Stadium. Here comes Sacramento, a brilliant ball in, and Hume, what a fantastic piece of defending that was from the centre-back.
Well, you know, that's a goal. That's a goal. Just Hume, he might not be able to score as often. Of course, he's a defender, but that's basically a goal. That's a goal-saving opportunity, just an unbelievable effort by Hume. Perfect timing.
Walker Hume coming up massive for his side. He actually joined Orange County on loan from FC Dallas in 2017 and signed last season. Very consistent centre-back. Here's Gomez. Skundrich forced out.
Let's take another look at that. Hume. Goal. Can we give him goal save of the week?
Oh, it was absolutely phenomenal.
I was just thinking about it. How about giving save of the week to a defender?
6'5" and used every inch that he had to offer there to keep out Sacramento Republic.
Now, goalkeepers are not going to be very happy with him.
If it was up to me, I would give it. Like you said, a goal was looming if he wasn't to step in the way. Mo trying to work it with Gomez. Smart play from the Trinidad and Tobagan, who will force it out for a throw-in. The Sports Clip 5-game flex plan is the perfect ticket program for your busy schedule. You can choose the matchups that you want to see and the schedule that works for you. Plans start at just $95 per seat. Pick one up today at orangecountysoccer.com. Nico can't get it out cleanly. The challengers flying in. And some off-ball action. Michael Seaton maybe in a bit of trouble right here. Skundrich, the man in the mix as well. Jose, what did you think?
Yeah, I think that it looked like a foul. But, you know, it's also Seaton with just trying to get some room and moving forward. But Skundrich right there. It's also a good read by the defender just to obstruct Seaton moving forward.
Here's the first change for Sacramento Republic. Out comes Aleman, on comes Bijev. The Bulgarian forward to take his space. Can he produce a goal? 2 assists on the season so far, makes his 14th appearance for the Republic.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier for Orange County. Man with a great showing in 65 minutes. And now comes on Bijev.
Here comes the delivery. Hume up. Here's the one who earns the free kick out of the back. Kane on the centre-back on centre-back action in the attack. Orozco looking for Jones. Falls for Quinn. Cycles out wide, Darwin Jones. Assessing his options, goes back to Forrester. A big looping ball out wide, Alston there. Alston forced inside, a bit of trickery there. Forrester, still Forrester. Fantastic trickery again at the top of the box. And Orange County now find themselves on the front foot.
Yeah, individually, Forrester, you know, just to get into the match, into the flow of the match is not easy. So he's trying to do it individually. Now, we kind of have to see a combination with him, with either Seaton or maybe Christian Duke. He's being able to feed him off the ball so that he can get a little bit of more space and maybe take a shot from long distance like we saw in the first half. Queen with that opportunity.
Alston with the long throw. Jeff gets anything on it he can. Fans around in high spirits. Alston once again into the box. Getting on there with the response. Sure, for the Orange County players, when the fatigue is starting to set in around the 70th minute mark, the home support means the world to them on that far side to lift the spirits.
Absolutely. You know, it's also, you know, a sense of responsibility with the fans in the standings that you kind of have to perform, you kind of have to go for the 3 points. And I think, you know, Sacramento has basically shown exactly what we were expecting from Orange County, just being aggressive, looking for that ball inside the box, trying to feed Seaton. And I think there's still time. I think they just have to believe, they have to, you know, make that extra effort moving forward. And I think Orange County, they still have the quality and they still are in a good position to win this match.
Approaching the final 20 minutes of tonight's game, it's Poppy Miller alongside Jose Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us for tonight's matchup. Both these teams equal on points in the Western Conference, and Orange County getting ready to make their second substitution of the match, presented by Big Ones. And on comes Christostamo. And he will replace Christian Duke, who is making his way back from that injury.
Yeah, I think with Christian Duke right now, you're just happy that he was able to stay on the field for 70 minutes, and everything starts building up. The momentum for a young guy, the momentum for a guy that you really want at his best towards the end of the year, especially if you're, of course, thinking about the playoffs. Christian Duke is going to do a lot more for this team moving forward.
Battle is on the far side. You can see their subs remaining. Orange County just with the lone substitution left. Sacramento have only made one so far in this game. I'm sure we can expect more to come as we approach the final 20 minutes of tonight's match. Sacramento with the chance. Mitch Tainter, the man over it. His 18th start tonight, 2 goals, 2 assists on the season so far. Skundrich outnumbered, and the orange shirts come out on top.
Yeah, I happen to agree with the fan. That's a yellow, right? I mean, that's a, well, you know, the thing is that a counterattack opportunity, it was coming for Seaton right there. So just with the fact that there was a possibility of a counterattack, that's a yellow card.
See Michael Seaton getting a bit frustrated now. Let's have another look at this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely. That looks like a foul, but, you know, you have to move on at this point. The frustration is going to starting to build up because Orange County knows they have to win tonight. I don't know how many times I've said this tonight, but you know, if you're playing at home, you're playing Sacramento, you kind of have to win. So the sense of urgency needs to go higher, and the frustration as well is gonna, you know, every little thing is gonna bother you at this point.
Of course, to keep their run going after a fantastic midweek win against Reno. Alston tries to work it out the back. Oh, you can see there, Sacramento, only 2 draws this season. Tends to be a team that wins or loses. So a draw tonight would only make it their 3rd of the season so far.
Well, you know, I think that would be a good result for them just because they're playing on the road. But what they have shown tonight, I mean, they have had the opportunity. So it's kind of a win or lose type of game for them. A draw is not really much in the plans, because if for some reason the match ends scoreless, they're going to start thinking about the opportunities that they had, no doubt.
Jeff just helping it on its way out. Alston to get us back underway. Lengthy ball into the attack. Turns all the way to sender. Alston once again. And if you are Orange County, for this last 15 minutes of tonight's match, what have they got to do to get on the score sheet? What are they missing?
Well, you know, I think they are a collective effort is exactly what they're missing. We have seen players individually trying to move past defenders, but they haven't been able to connect. We talked in the first half about Darwin Jones and Seaton. That hasn't happened in the second half so far. So you need that. That was a key factor in the win against Reno, but we haven't seen that tonight. So, you know, if you can make that adjustment in the last 20 minutes of the match, then I think you have a chance to win it.
Miko, the former Sporting KC product, came all the way through their academy. Spent most of his time with Swope Park Rangers after playing all 4 seasons at the University of Central Florida. Van Wolfgang. Not many options on around him, forced to switch the flank. Alston. Ground ball to the top of the box. Darwin Jones, can he work his magic? Gets the cross in. And Kane on first to the races.
See, that would have been perfect timing. Jones with the cross and Seaton scoring just after I told you about it. No, it looks like it's not night for me.
Alston ready to deliver a long ball in. Set piece like throw-in. Maybe a free kick out of the back. The fans still singing along. Lungs and drums ready. Walker Hume, the centre back, down in the opposing box.
You know, at this point, both teams look exhausted. They both look so tired right now. And sometimes this is the time where mistakes happen. You know, you're tired not only physically, but mentally. And we'll see if either team is able to take advantage of any of those mistakes that are going to happen in the last 15 minutes of the match.
Out comes Sam Werner and in comes Tyler Blackwood to finish out tonight's match. The London native 6'2" striker, making his 13th appearance tonight. Rejoins the side after spending last season with Swope Park Rangers. It's actually with Sacramento in 2017 before spending last season with the Sporting KC affiliate. Some Some fresh legs into the pitch. Looks like we'll see the final substitution for Orange County. Out comes Jerry Van Wolfgang, and on comes Kevin Coleman.
Yeah, I think exactly at this point, Cloutier is trying to put as many fresh legs as he can moving forward. He understands that this is a game that, especially from what we have seen from Sacramento in the last 5 to 10 minutes, they're starting to move back. So you're going to have the opportunities in the last 10 minutes of the match. So you don't want to regret putting a guy just 5 minutes away from the 90. You want to give him a little bit more time to see if he can create some more chances.
Coleman, a bit of a super sub, hasn't started a match yet this season. Makes his 5th appearance tonight, 2 assists on the year. Joins Orange County after a 3-year stint in Germany. US Youth International. See what he can add to the match for the final 13 minutes. Uncharacteristic from Darwin Jones, just what you were talking about there. Coleman with the press. Eager to get on the ball. Coleman to the top of the box. Kevin Coleman with a bit of trickery, looking to get inside. Can he get the ball back? He'll take the corner instead, and out comes Harry Forrester for the delivery.
Yeah, great read by Coach Cloutier. You can already see Coleman being a factor on the left side, creating chances through set pieces. We'll see if this is the key moment of the match for Orange County.
Corner kicks presented by Big Ones. Forrester, it's a brilliant ball in, scrambling at the box. Well, you thought it absolutely had to be, and somehow Sacramento managed to get it out. Darwin Jones now brought down at the top of the box. The referee waves play on. Can Sacramento break away on the counter-attack? Bijev to lead the charge. At the other end of the pitch, safety in numbers from the home side. It falls all the way through, out to the back, one-on-one with the keeper. Cervantes comes up massive.
A great save from Cervantes. Just unbelievable the way that he's able to stay in the game, especially after that broken play.
The danger not over, but it is now as it goes wide of the target. It was the substitute, Taylor Blackwood, to come on. Found himself in acres of space at the back post, but Cervantes comes up big.
Yeah, wonderful save by Cervantes, because every single defender for Orange County was thinking, he's offside, don't worry about him, and Blackwood was onside. So a great effort by Cervantes just to stay in the moment and just match saving. And if you look at this save moving forward, this could be a key play for Orange County tonight.
Hume out of the sky, back-to-back, end-to-end stuff in the late going. Now the tempo really lifted for both these sides ever since the substitutes. Here's Michael Seaton. Comes inside the box, ground ball to the back post. Darwin Jones is there, but not before Diaz. And Diaz gets it out quickly.
You know, you kind of regret that that we only have 10 more minutes in this match, because it's getting better and better by the second. Just a great effort from both sides, running up and down, back and forth.
Bijev with the delivery takes a deflection. Cervantes there, plays it out quickly. Hume for Coleman. Coleman bringing the energy since he came on the pitch. Alston for Quinn. Darwin Jones now on the far side. Looking for Seaton. And that's going to be a free kick out the back. And if you're Michael Seaton, just a frustrating one to give away.
Yeah, this is one you want to stay away from. I mean, you at this point in the match, you want to have control of the ball. You don't want to give Sacramento a breather. And this is exactly what you do with this type of fouls. you know, you can pretty much understand exactly what both of the coaches are thinking right now because of how aggressive they have been throughout the match. They want to take advantage of the last 10 minutes of this match and put it all out there. I mean, they are playing like they have nothing to lose.
Seaton and Kanan both having to have a word with the referee. Sergi Jamancha just telling them to calm down. Tainter listens in to the combo. Eight minutes left in tonight's match, and you've got to feel like there's a goal looming. You don't know which side it'll come from, though.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think, I think the match deserves a goal. I mean, it has been a good one. I think defensively, both teams have been very good. A few mistakes, especially for Orange County, that, well, Sacramento, they couldn't take advantage of. But overall, a well-played match, and I think deserves a goal. So we'll see. We have 8 minutes left.
Skundrich in the middle, tracking back. Here's Coleman. Domenico back to Hume. You can see there 3 shots on target for Sacramento, 1 shot on target for Orange County SC. Both with brilliant spells as of late. Here's another one, Iwasa. Nods one across the box, time and space at the back post. Again, can't get it on target.
Yeah, once again, Blackwood just being able to control the ball well, but the shot goes wide. You know, Blackwood is a player that, you know, if you look at the progress that he has been able to make throughout his career, you kind of understand the potential that coaches see in him. But maybe taking advantage of these type of opportunities, coming into matches like this and just being a difference maker for his team is kind of the next step for Blackwood.
Christos to Mo. Orange County just enjoying a spell of possession at the back. Alston almost gets caught. They're forced to pump one long. Falls for Sacramento. Tainter. Darwin Jones still working hard on that far side as he drops back to help defend. Bijev. Nothing to come to fruition from his delivery to the box. Michael Seaton was there. And here is the final substitution of tonight's game for Sacramento Republic. Hayden Partain to make his way into the match for the final 5 minutes. And out comes Skundrich. You've got to say he's been busy in the middle of the park tonight.
Yeah, I think Skundrich is going to look back at that chance that he had in the first half, also a couple in the second. I mean, his responsibility, of course, is not exactly to score the goals to win matches, but to be a factor in the middle of the field. And I think he played a good match tonight, except for those couple of chances that maybe could have been the difference tonight.
Partain making his 13th appearance, 2 goals on the season so far for Sacramento. Final 4 minutes of tonight's match, still scoreless. Poppy Miller alongside Jose Rodriguez. It's a good ball towards the back post. Coleman can't keep it in bounds though.
Yeah, you kind of wish that Coleman would have just be a little bit more aggressive. Don't let the ball bounce. It's going to be impossible for you to control it if you let it bounce. But not a good read from Coleman.
Rafael Diaz with his 4th start tonight. The goalkeeper, joined Sacramento in 2018 after 3 years at New York Red Bulls with the USL side and MLS team. And this time, Sergei Jamanchuk will have a word with Kainan, and it looks like he is going into the book in the 87th minute. The captain for Sacramento.
That's the first yellow of the match. You know, if you're a defender and you get a yellow in the 88th minute, it's not that bad. But now this presents an opportunity for Orange County.
Aidan Quinn, the man over the dead ball, 3 assists on the season so far. He's looking for Hume at the back post. Tainter does enough. Can Sacramento break away on the counter-attack? Comes straight back down the other way, and maybe a bit of space for Darwin Jones now. Tainter to the rescue. Couldn't get the ball out, but he's absolutely furious. He thought he hadn't got a touch on it.
Yeah, it didn't look like a corner.
And now Tainter looks like he will also find himself in the book as well. 88 minutes have been played, and now Orange County find themselves with an opportunity. Well, we've said a goal feels like it has been brewing.
Look for Hume. Also Seaton and Coleman is right on the edge of the box. Those should be the targets for Quinn.
Some pushing and shoving going on in the box. Shell Fuel rewards. Corner kick coming your way. Aidan Quinn, the man over the dead ball. An in-swinger from the far side. And no worries for Diaz, who comes up big.
Yeah, not exactly what you want from the cross. A little bit too easy for Diaz.
Bijev brought down in the middle. Must have been a bit of pain down there. Into the final minute of tonight's match now.
Yeah, Orozco just trying to stop a counter-attack. You know, he was out of position, so you know what they call a professional foul in the middle of the field. Just trying to stop play.
Bijev down on the pitch below us. Tackle Kainan, asking his teammates to drop back to help out. And now you've got to say, Jose, for either side to get a goal at this point would be absolutely heartbreaking for the other team.
Yes, absolutely. But I think especially for Sacramento, I think they have had the chances in the second half. Orange County, they have been fighting throughout the 90 minutes, but they really haven't been able to get that one chance inside the box. Although on the other side, it's been clear for Sacramento that they should be winning this match, really. So, you know, of course it's going to be heartbreaking, but I think it's going to be, if they are able to score, it's going to be really, really hard on Sacramento.
3 minutes of added on time to tonight's game. And I'm sure after a midweek show, 3 minutes is going to feel like much, much longer.
Absolutely, absolutely. But you know, other than this being a scoreless match so far, this is the effort that you want to see in soccer throughout. You know, players running up and down. You know, coaches having that mentality to go for the 3 points. You know, it's just a good effort. It's just a shame that so far we're scoreless. But this is, if you give me a scoreless game in which players give their all on the field, and then you give me a 6-0 game, I'll take the scoreless without a doubt.
You're absolutely right. It has been entertaining, thrilling, and end-to-end stuff despite the scoreline. But there is still time on the clock for one side to take all 3 points tonight. Here comes Sacramento. Owasa dispossessed. Forrester launches one forward. Darwin Jones still gassing the tank. You can see the speed that he comes flying in at. Diaz gets it away in the nick of time. Keenan trying to shield it again. Darwin Jones knocking at the door. That time it was actually Kevin Coleman there. Darwin Jones with the first opportunity. Diaz doing just enough. Quickly taken out the back, led into danger. Amico. Chrysostamo. Quinn. All the way back to Orozco. Reaching the final 20 seconds of tonight's match. Darwin Jones on the far side, knocks one across the box, takes a deflection. It'll be a throw on this near side. Amico. One last attempt for Orange County SC. To the top of the box it goes. Chrysostamo to deliver. Out of the back, nicely worked by Sacramento. Takes a deflection and they'll take the throw. Sergei Jamanchuk just having a look at his watch there. Decides there's still time left to play. Into Blackwood. Sacramento desperately trying to find one last opportunity for an attack. They've been awarded the free kick. Will there be enough time on the clock? No, there will not. 0-0 is the final score tonight between Orange County and Sacramento Republic. Jose Rodriguez, your thoughts on the final performance?
Well, you know, you kind of have to take the positives out of the match. If you're Sacramento, you are able to get a point on the road, which is good. If you're Orange County, you get you put an end to the 3-game homestand. You get 5 out of 9 points. It's not that bad. You can move forward. It's something that you can build on. Defensively, I think both teams were really good, and it was just a matter of, you know, of getting that lucky bounce, and either team was able to do so tonight.
After a midweek match, both teams take a point tonight. The man of the match presented by Body Armor, Aaron Cervantes, and he came up absolutely massive tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. I think he played like an experienced goalkeeper tonight. You know, it's also something for him that is going to gain a lot of confidence, especially in that last play in the second half from Tyler Blackwood. You know, when he was all by himself, and actually that was a match-saving save for Cervantes. It was just an unbelievable game for him.
Let's take a look at the save of the match presented by Ciso Share. And here we have it at the back post, one-on-one opportunity, and just one of the occasions that Cervantes came up absolutely massively for his side.
Yeah, just a great concentration. You know, it's something that you don't see very often from a young goalkeeper, but he was able to do it tonight. And not only this save, but also a whole bunch that went on in the first half and in the start of the second.
Walker Hume also to the rescue. So much to unpack. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll take a look at tonight's highlights. The final score, Orange County SC 0, Sacramento Republic FC 0. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
You give them an inch, they will take a mile. Just like that. Goal! Orange County. Oh, it's a world-class goal from Orange County.
Think all premium fuels are the same? New Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline is engineered with 4 levels of defense against gunk, wear, corrosion, and friction. Matt, Helps keep your engine running like new. So maybe it's time to unthink what you think about premium fuel. Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline. It's fuel for thought.
You give them an inch, they will take a mile. Just like that. Goal! Orange County. Oh, it's a world-class goal from Orange County.
Welcome back to Championship Soccer Stadium. Full time here between Orange County SC and Sacramento Republic FC. 0-0 is the final score. Poppy Miller alongside Jose Rodriguez. And Jose, despite the score, several opportunities for either side throughout the match. Let's take a look at the full-time highlights presented by 7UP.
Absolutely, we had a couple of chances in the first half. Of course, Sacramento tonight with his Kundrich, you know, a guy that we usually see in the middle of the field, but tonight moving forward a lot, getting this type of opportunities, just barely able to get a touch on the ball, but Cervantes once again just right there at the right moment, right time. And then Darwin Jones unable to control the ball here, and that at the same time creates a counter attack, a good long ball, but Cameron Iwasa unable to finish. Wow, just unbelievable what Iwasa missed right there. You know, it all started with this touch from Darwin Jones. He just overruns the ball, and then a great ball here. Just Cameron Iwasa, not what we are used to seeing from him tonight.
Well, it was Michael Seaton that was absolutely begging for it from Darwin Jones. And here comes another opportunity for Sacramento Republic, wide of the target from the substitute, Harry Forrester. But another brilliant opportunity.
Yeah, I think just if we look back into this match, we're going to see a whole bunch of chances from Sacramento, but we have to value as well the effort from Orange County. They were not able to move forward as much as they would have wanted to, just because of how good they were defensively. They concentrated their effort defensively, and I think this exact play from Hume is an example. And, well, we already talked about Cervantes a whole lot, but he deserves the other airtime tonight, because right here, Blackwood with the opportunity, right-footed shot, and a wonderful save by Cervantes.
It was Walker Hume that came up absolutely massive, like you said, along with Cervantes. Let's take a look at the full-time statistics presented by Pro Sport. Obviously, the biggest one that we've talked about all game, no goals in the match. And the possession there. Are you surprised at that possession?
No, not really. I think it's pretty fair. But you know what I'm surprised about is the 13 shots from Sacramento Republic, but only 3 of them were on target. That's a little bit surprising because they did have a whole bunch of opportunities in the second half.
Well, in the end, both teams will take a point from tonight's match. On behalf of Poppy Miller, Jose Rodriguez, our entire broadcast crew, thank you for joining us for what's been an absolutely fantastic match. Your final score, Orange County SC 0, Sacramento Republic FC 0. We'll see you next time.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.